I mean, we were playing like we were prepared to win. So, I mean, we were just going to bring the fight to them.
How frustrating to let this one get away?
Very, very frustrating. But on to the next one.
Yeah, what's the conversation like that amongst you guys in the locker room?
Not much. Just not much. After a loss like that, not much. But we know we got to move on.
BJ, talk about those personal fouls up for you guys, extending Seattle drives, and really what that did to the game.
As far as talking about it, I mean, I'll leave it to spectators and stuff. We got to leave it. We got to leave it out of the referee's hands. Not even get him a chance to throw the flag. That's where we can be better. But yeah, like I said, I'll leave it to y'all to talk.
You didn't go over this, the mentality that you guys had on the goal line that produced the takeaway there at the end.
Just be physical. That's what our defense is all about. Just be physical. Whether you're on the goal line, midfield, don't matter. Just be physical every play.
Were you surprised? I mean, they could have kicked the field goal, made it a 10-point game, not as much time. Were you surprised they went for it?
Yeah, I was. But I mean, it was that type of game. You don't know what could happen. You don't know who's going to do what coach is going to call what. So, I mean, we stepped up to the plate.
It was such a roller coaster emotionally in the game. How do you guys keep it together on the sideline? What was the mood there?
That's what practice is for. I mean, if you don't practice, then that's when you panic. That's when you're not prepared for certain situations. So, kudos to our coaches. They always have us ready for those type of situations.
BJ, how difficult was it for you guys just to take the field for that first defensive play when you're out there with Trent?
I mean, to be honest, it's pretty tough. But for me, it was a motivating factor to see him laying there nearly lifeless. Motivated me, and I just wanted to dominate the game for him.
Last one.
You relieved to hear. I mean, doesn't sound as bad as it looked.
Of course. They told us he's good, so God is good.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank y'all.
What's the feeling like inside the locker room after this one?
Not too good.
Do you guys feel like this is one that you should have had?
Yeah, we definitely blew it. But we knew it was going to be this type of game whenever we play them. But we have to do a much better job of not giving the game away. But we're still in the mix, and we're going to keep working really hard, and we still have a lot of confidence in our team.
Is it frustrating when you're getting to Russell regularly and putting pressure on him and it doesn't result in a win?
Yeah. It's always tough to lose.
How frustrating is also you don't want the refs to dictate the game, but to have all those calls not on the right side.
Yeah, it was a rough day with the refs. Kind of used to it.
They went for it on fourth down, deep in your territory at the end there. They could have gone up about 10 points with a field goal. Did that surprise you? And what was sort of the mentality of those last few plays on defense?
I was just trying to survive out there. That was a long drive, and we had was that the one with the two roughing the passers? Or no?
About the end of the game where the one
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it was just a lot of plays, and we were holding tough there, and Azeez came up with a huge play and got the ball out, and it was what we needed. But he was really good. He was making the calls quick, getting everybody set. Yeah, I was impressed.
That's good. Got Trent Williams right here. Thank you. What kind of emotions are you feeling in the good kind of personal game that you had, but also the loss where you guys couldn't finish it at the end?
I think it's always tough. Like in the day, I think I talked about it last week. as a team, when the team's goals are met, I think all your personal things will come. And it just sucks because obviously we didn't meet our goal of winning the game. So, I mean, I feel like if anything, if I make that play, maybe I thought I caught the pick, I make that interception, offense doesn't have to drive so long down the field. So it's constantly little things that I just know, like myself, I could be a lot cleaner on. And I know as a team, we could have played a lot better.
Everybody knew you were going to try to strip the ball. Everybody's going to try to strip the ball. How difficult is it to do that when they know that's what you're trying for too?
Honestly, it's just I couldn't even tell you. Like, obviously, everybody knows what the situation is, offensively and defensively. I think every offensive player at least has that mindset. And then when you watch us on film, especially when Josh is on the field, you know it's liable. A ball can come out at any moment. So I think we got one earlier on Everett, and he's a heck of a player. And just at the goal line right there, just being able to get another one was huge to give the offense a chance.
What was it like taking over the Mike role for a full game?
It was different. Like I said, obviously just having to say all the things initially, you getting the call in. So obviously Fred usually always did that. And then, not playing with Fred out there as well, obviously is different. But I think everybody stepped up on the whole entire defense. Like Demetrius Flanagan, like he stepped up huge for us like all week. He was playing all the special teams and getting all the reps at will. And then to go into the game and play will, and he held his own as well. And then obviously you got KK who's playing as pretty much the Sam and the nickel, playing 13 personnel, and he's on the field taking on the tight end. So I think it just shows like the fight in our whole defense and our whole team. So.
Did you have any hiccups or weird moments just calling the plays?
Nothing I can think of.
You obviously don't want the refs to dictate the course of the game, but how frustrating was it with just the calls and the momentum for you guys out there?
Yeah, it's always tough when things aren't going your way because, there's been games where those calls have went our way and vice versa. So, I mean, you can never control that. You never want to leave it in the hands of anybody else. I remember Robert Saleh used to always say, you hold the pen, so write your own story. Don't let nobody else do it. So I think when you think about it, with what just happened today, like you don't want to leave it into the hands of a ref to make a call for us or for them. You just want to be able to make the plays that you need to make.
On the forced fumble, you're right in the middle of the scrum there. I mean, do you know that you forced it out at that point, or is it something where you just kind of see your teammates reacting and you realize that it's out?
No, when I hit it, I saw it drop, and I had caught a stinger earlier, which is why I went out. So when I was trying to grab it, somebody hit my arm or something. I just let it go because my arm started hurting again. But Dante, thank God, he was able to recover the ball, and that was just huge for the team to give us a chance.
They could have kicked the field goal before that on fourth down and made it a 10-point game. There wasn't much time left. Were you surprised they went for it on fourth and one against you guys?
I mean, no. Like I told you guys earlier in the week, like Seattle could be literally 0-16 going into week 17 playing us, and I think it's always going to be like this. Like every week, every time you play Seattle, every time they play us, we know it's going to be a fight to the very, very last play. So I think every game that we've pretty much lost within the last 2-3 years, like, has been games like that, and the games that we've won been the same thing. So it's just always coming down to those last plays.
Last one.
When you left with the stinger, did somebody have to come in and play Mike?
Oh, yeah. Demetrius came in to play Mike, and I don't even get that chance to make that play if they don't stop him for the next two plays. I think DJ Jones, and I've seen Demetrius on both of those plays that I think DJ and somebody else were able to make to even give me a chance to go make that play. So that was huge by him.
Thanks, Azeez. George, here for you.
Make sure you subscribe.